Today we're going to make a landscape picture. First you need a piece of tag board and you want to lay it out horizontally. We are going to start by making a horizon line across the top. So take your strip of tag board and across one side, down next to the edge, we're going to make a long wavy line. Go all the way to the edge. You can do this with a pencil. I'm doing it with a Sharpie so you can see it a little better. Your line should be long and have a few bumps, but it shouldn't be super wiggly. After you get your line drawn, you take a scissor and simply cut along the line, trying to keep it nice and smooth. And then this extra strip we don't need. This is garbage, so you can just set that in the middle of your table for now. With this strip, I'm going to take it and set it down along my paper and move it just a little bit higher than the middle. Then, with my pencil, I'm going to carefully trace along the wavy part of my strip till I get all the way across. Alright, now we have our horizon line. Everything above the horizon line is going to be sky, and everything below the horizon line is going to be ground. Every table is going to get a little circle like this. This is going to be your sun. We're all making sunsets, so we want to put our sun right along the horizon line so it overlaps. Don't put it way up here. Don't put it down here. Okay, it goes right along the line. But where you put it is up to you. I think I might put mine right here. I'm just going to trace the top part of my circle. I'm going to start at one side, carefully go around with my pencil, and trace till I get to the other side. Once I get to the ground, I'm going to stop, and then I'm done with my circle. So I have my sun peeking out from behind the ground. Now we're going to put some layers of land in down below. I'm going to take my wavy line and I'm going to use this again to trace. But instead of just laying it down flat, I'm going to turn it a little bit. So it goes from the left side down to the bottom. I don't want to turn it a lot, just a little. So I'll have my wavy line. I'm going to trace with my pencil until I get down to the bottom of the paper. And then I can stop. And this will be my first section of land. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I like to flip my paper around every once in a while so that the curves don't all look exactly the same. This time I'm going to start on the right side and I'm going to go down towards the other bump, but I'm going to stop when I get to this other hill. So I'll set it up just about like this. And I'll trace from the hill to the side with my pencil. And now I have 1, 2, 3 layers of land, and we can put a few more in. Maybe this time I will flip around again and go a little bit farther from the left side to the right side, and I need to stop when I hit this other bump. I'm going to stop right there. And I think I have room for one more. Maybe this time I'll go all the way across and I'll flip it over again. There, it'll be a little bit different. All right, at this point I have my sky, my sun, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers of land. 5 is good. You should have at least 4. I wouldn't do more than 7 because we're going to paint these in, and if you get too many, it'll be difficult to paint neatly. When you're finished with this part, the next step is to make all of these black lines thicker. So you're going to take your Sharpie marker now, and you're going to go over them. So far, you only have pencil done. So I'm going to take my marker and trace over all my lines with a Sharpie, and then I'm going to make a double line next to the Sharpie. Try to make it really close. And I'm going about the same direction and speed. And then I'll simply color in between these two lines to make a nice thick Sharpie line. This is going to be really helpful when you're painting. So if you have a nice thick line, it'll help you stay in the lines when you're painting your land. You're going to do that to every one. So after I finish thickening this line, I'm going to do the same thing to the next line and the next line, and even put a double line around my sun and color that in. This is the first step. Once you get this step finished, you can go on to the next video and it'll tell you how to finish the lines in your landscape picture.